Okay, so hi all. Welcome to this performance testing and engineering using JMeter and App Dynamics Dynatrace. So noise to expert level course. Right. So myself Kumar Vallabh, and I'm the trainer who will be taking this session. So today and tomorrow, like, will be on a little bit on a brief and explaining the course content. Right. And taking the inputs, maybe many people will be having some doubts, or they may have some idea and they want to explore more, like sometime it happens that there are query that whether this is covered or not, like that it happens, right? So that will be the agenda, right? So this is so let me just give a brief on performance testing. If you can allow me just 10 to 15-minute time. So we'll just do a brief, and then I'll give you a course content, right? And I'll take the uh, queries as well. So that will be the agenda. So to start with, very quickly, we'll start. So like we have this software development is there, and same way any so. Like how there is software development phase, right? So same way we have software testing phase, and these are totally two different domains, you can say. But yeah, they goes parallelly, but two different teams. Now in software testing, we have again two types. One is functional and non-functional, right? So in functional, you might have heard of many time, like this is in layman's term, manual and automation, correct? So that is what that comes under functional, and then there is non-functional, which many people are not they are not much aware of. So to have a difference, so to have a difference, you can see here a diagram, functional and non-functional. So this performance testing comes under a part of non-functional testing. Okay. Now let us have a more idea on what this is, right? Or exact difference, we can say. So let us say we have this a car which is getting developed. So when it will be tested, so what happens is like same way it is also developed, right? Whole structure comes up, then uh, the team, okay, their team will test. So in that, again, two type of testing will happen. One will be component wise, which is functionality wise testing. It's all functionality, right? Then anything you can take, right? Maybe car or bike, we all are aware of. So each component, whether it works or not, right? Every part gets tested when whole lineup is getting built, right? Then it comes on road, and where we drive it, or the people of that company will drive it, and then it comes performance, right? Performance is tested. So this performance word is everywhere. You buy anything, any stuff, any good, right? We have this performance, how much it will, like how long it will go, what is performance, what is the mileage, how if people are more, then what is the mileage, right? What is its reliability? So if you see in car market, we have this Maruti brands with their build quality is not much good, but they are reliable, right? You see, and people are they much often go with that only. So reliability comes, right? So this is one part of one performance only. Can't. Uh, yeah, I'll come to that. Uh, that's what I said, Rahul. That just let me give a 10 minutes brief, right? Then I'll come to everything, course content and agenda. So like you see, this is the today's agenda. So just introduction of performance testing. Then I'll give a highlight of course content and other thing, right? And taking your doubts as well. So step by step we'll go. This will be just a quick 10 minutes of walkthrough, right? So do not worry. So I'll because many people will know this. Just to highlight, right? Like why JMeter and what is this? Many people may be they will be from different domain, right? Or many people will be new. So okay, so we were here. Correct. So that reliability, Maruti brands or Maruti car are more reliable when it comes to other brand. Correct. Reliability is also part of performance only. Okay. So same way, many things are tested. So that is where when whole structure is put in use, then the main thing, right? That is what perform. So same way, let us say we take a this demo, or you can say this is screenshot, which you it's a old Gmail page where login and password was there. So functionality wise, when software tester guy will test it, or software testing team will test it, so he will check each module like email, password, and then there are lots of test cases for that. 7 8 test cases will be there, whether sign in button is working or not, whether password, whether email field it's taking at the rate in its entry or not, right? So these many things are, but how fast it is, right? How many users when they put username and password, and then when they sign in, how fast it is. So that is where performance, right? Same way, we are booking food. So how fast the user experience is, like the page getting loaded, and it's not only about how fast, plus how many users parallelly using it, right? Then what is the behavior of the application. So same way, so now we come here. So you can see functional and non-functional. So in functional, the two terms are used, like manual and automation. So in automation, tool which are there in market. So like Selenium, very popular. Then these are there like APM, Cypress, Protector. Nowadays, this Playwright has also came up, right? So see, when those functional testing happens, right? So they happens with two ways, either manually. So manual team, many of will be knowing, and then through tool we do that. So that is what automation. But both are actually functional testing. Now, okay. Now comes non-functional testing. Now, why it is non-functional? Because your functionality is not much to worry about, right? Here, the main thing, when a user, this non-functional testing is done from user perspective. Like when a user is using any application, so he is not going to test each component, right? That is the work of that is the work of the person who is responsible for designing it or developing, right? So he is just going to use that. So same, their main purpose is from a user perspective. Okay, this non-functional testing, right? So that's why it's called non-functional. The key difference is right. So from user perspective, so in that, first thing is like the performance, right? And there is security. Security again is totally different domain. It's a complete different domain from testing world one. That is also very vast domain. Okay. So, but we have here functional. Now, in today's world, in every team, these three components, actually all four are there, but this is like openings are less, or you can say, yeah, totally different field. Many company don't have also, right? Or they outsource it to some other guys, right? But this functional and in non-functional, which is performance testing, is there. Okay, every team, every software testing team has this. Right now, which tools are there, right? So you see, I have highlighted here so many tools, correct? Load runner, stormer, signal performer, new load, IPM, RPT, WAPT, VSTS, Oats, Gatling, Lucas, K6, JMeter. Correct? So this is the tool. So like in automation world also, Selenium is very famous. Everywhere Selenium might have heard. So same way, now same way, the in performance testing world as well, JMeter is like very is it's like going to be very famous. Okay, why? Because this tool here till here, all what I'm highlighting, even till here, okay, all are paid tool. Paid means commercial. You have to pay, right? You have to pay to use them. Okay, or you have to buy the licenses. Like anything, suppose this Microsoft or Windows, we have to buy it. Nowadays, everything we have to buy it. Any software. So same way, to use them we have to buy it, and they're costly. And you might all have ever, we all will be aware that many places cost cutting happens, right, wherever possible. Right? No one wants to invest unnecessarily, correct? So hence people or the big organization or company try to move toward open source. Correct. Now, what is the meaning of open source? Open source means in layman's language, you can think like it's free. Okay, it's free. For now. But open source has a very wide definition. But yeah, in layman's language, free, right? So you do not have to pay anything to use that. Right? So same way, why Selenium is so famous? Because it's an open source tool. Earlier, like 15 years back, there was a tool called HPFT, which was very famous in world of automation. But since it was commercial, so nowadays almost it's gone. PerfMatrix. Very few company are using it, or very rare you'll be finding it, right? And slowly this came in from 15 years or from 20 years. It's there, right? So same way, the JMeter is evolved from past almost 10, 12 years. It's evolving in the world of performance testing as a open source. Okay, because all this we have to pay. Now, a few till here, all are commercial. See, and the companies are not like like they are switching towards open source. So this JMeter comes in. Some other tools are also there, like Gatling, Locust, or K6. But again, if you visit their website, right, so they are also not pure open source. Now, what is the meaning of pure open source? They are not pure open source. Okay, I'm saying not. Why not? Because if you go and visit their website, so few features, if you have to use few feature of them, you have to pay. So that is there. Plus, they are pure coding based. You have to know a very good coding language. Everything will start with coding only. Like Gatling is Scala based, Lucas is like Python based, K6 is JavaScript based. But in JMeter, we do not need coding initially. Okay, only in 20 30 percent of cases we need the code. Then, yeah, so that's what, right? Um, then some words keywords are there, so I'll come to them later on. We will just do a brief today. Right now, why we do performance testing? So see, a very quick intro on that. Like any website, if it is slow, right, or if it's not good in terms of response, right? So no one will visit it again, because today world of so many options we have, right? So customer will move to any application. So that's what loss of revenue, loss of brand, and all this thing happens. Now again, same. What is the meaning of slowness or poor performance? So these all behavior. See, slow to respond, stock while browsing, internal server error, bad gateway error, timeout, server is down, server not found, service temporarily unavailable. Right. So uh, this like we can say these indications. Okay, highlight poor performance. Now, what is again, if it is still confusing, so we'll understand it in this way that same. Let us say you are doing something on Amazon. For an example, I'm saying, or a new e-commerce website or food delivery app we have developed. So, what is the meaning of performance here? Is like obviously more users will come, right? Because it's a business, right? So, suppose 5,000 users or 10,000 users are coming per hour and using that app to book a food. Now, that is, you cannot see, whenever you design an application and you are going to launch it in the market, right? You never anyone will wish that user will come and then they will tell you that okay, your application is poor. No one will do that. If first experience, we have this word, right, that first experience is the last experience, correct? So if any user comes and he find it that oh, it's slow, he will never going to be it again. So we have to be pre-ready, correct? That okay, my application, suppose 5,000 user is coming per hour to book a food on that. We have to be pre-ready, right? That the application can handle that 5,000 or 10,000 user load, right? Now, how we will be pre-ready? Because in real time, you cannot do. No one, no one will do that. It will give a bad impact. So we have to do pre-ready. We have to make the application pre-ready so that it can handle that 10,000 user load. And when you launch it, then 5,000 or 10,000 users are coming. There should be not a problem in any that sort in browsing or doing any stuff. So that is where this testing is done, right? And that is where these tools comes in picture. So we will be learning that JMeter, how to do performance testing. And again, suppose you find the problem, correct? So where that problem is, that identification is also called as engineering. Right? So testing and engineering, right? So finding. So that is the second part. Right? So I'll give you a walkthrough of that course content where engineering will happen and what tools we will be using that. So I hope you got an idea, right? So to be pre-ready to handle a 5,000 user load or 10,000 user load, we have to get it tested. So that is where we will be learning this stuff. Now, this is one example. Like suppose, one example. So many example I have given, but one example of Amazon. Suppose in 2013, it crashed, means it was not working for 30 minutes, right? So what happened? Like every second, it was losing our revenue out. So I can answer you this later, like how this revenue loss happens. But this is an example, like due to peer performance, uh, the bad names happens. So few examples I have just okay. Now next, so you see here the main objectives of performance. So basically, performance testing, we're putting the user load and testing its behavior, generally in terms of response time and number of users supported. How much user load it can support, or how much is the expectation, and making it pre-ready. Main four objectives are there, which is speed, stability, scalability, and reliability. Yeah. So as you said, reliability, correct. In terms of car also, right, the example which I'm giving. So these are all part of performance testing, or object like key aspects of performance. So we'll see this definition again later, because let us just quick brief. Now, as I said, why we need the tool, right? So suppose we want to make our application pre-ready, that 5,000 users will come every hour to book a food on my website. That is how we have done the analysis, right? Because anytime you launch a business, we have anyone will do R&D, that how much customer will come, right? And all this. So they have decided, okay, 5,000 instantly will come. Okay, but how will get it tested? So there are two ways to do. One is manual way. In manual way, what will happen? You will hire 5,000 people, like freelancing you can do, or yeah, you can pay them and ask them, hey, come for half an hour and start um, uh, using my website, right? And we'll check the performance. But this is not feasible, right? In today's world, it's not feasible. Even if you do for one time, so you can bring 1,000 people, 2,000, maximum 5,000 later. But suppose your business is very big and you want to scale or make it ready for 10,000 users, then how will do 10,000 users? Not possible. And every time, one time you can bring them, but every time you cannot bring them. um, so that's not possible. So that is where these tools helps. These tools help, and so many tools I have highlighted. So one of the tools is like the JMeter, which is the main one. Right? So so this tool, they do what? They simulate the same user behavior, right? Uh, okay, that is called a simulation. They will do the same activity. So we'll see. That is what the whole learning is like, how to get this thing done through tool, because we cannot bring normal user, and whatever the normal user or real user is doing the thing, right? So we have to make the tool get it done, and then we have to find the problem, right? And we have to make it ready. Identification of the problem, also getting it fixed, right? All this stuff. So that's why this tool helps in that. Okay. Next, we'll revisit this again. Okay. Now coming to JMeter. So why to learn JMeter? So JMeter is pure open source performance testing, right? Currently, as I said, you do not have to pay a single penny to use JMeter. Okay. In all other tools that I have highlighted on the previous PPT, most of them were commercial, pure commercial. Few three tools were there which people say they are open source, but they are not open source. If we visit their website, right, there is a special column where they say that some component, if you want to use them, you have to pay them. Plus, they are purely coding based too, right? And in JMeter, coding is not required initially to use. It's like in 20% of cases only it's needed. So in that 20% cases where coding is required, we'll cover all those. Then it's free to use, no license needed, right? It's very light and easy to. It's just download and use. Coding is required in only 20% of cases. It can be integrated with other tools as well, like Maven, InfluxDB, AppDynamics, Graph. And because since it's evolving much, right? So job is increasing. Uh, uh, right, the need is increasing for JMeter trained person, because of this requirement is increasing and it's getting famous. Plus, it's since IT world is moving towards full stack QA, right? So, like what happens is, suppose you are a manual, suppose, or you are in automation, but after 6 7 years or 8 years, you have to learn some other tools, right? To excel in your career. So that time we have to learn all these three things: manual, automation, performance. Right? Plus it's helpful for developers as some developers, suppose freelancing
Yes,
develop
yes, yes.
uh, some developer who are freelancer, they are developing their own product, right? They do not hire, they do not want to hire any. So they have developed suppose one small product and they want to get it tested, right? So it's become easy for them, as they can also learn and get their product tested themselves only if they know that, right? So these are the capabilities where the JMeter can help in testing web application, REST API, SOAP, DB. Okay, for page UI testing, mobiles, FTP server, SMT. Then apart from that, some uh, microservices are also there. And this is one screenshot taken long back. So here you can see the uses of JMeter. Right? It was a survey taken from LinkedIn where how many people are using JMeter, which company has more opening in that, and which country has that much job, right, in current scenario. So that's a brief. Next, so this is about me. So my name is Vallabh Kumar, and I currently am working in Bangalore. And yes, I have a like training experience of almost 5 years from COVID time, 2020 only I'm teaching. I have taken so many batches. So so that is about me. Then next we'll see. Okay, the course content. Right. So hope you all got a brief idea on what is performance testing, right? And this engineering. Now I'll give you a course content. So next, so see, it's almost like 75 hours or 45 days training will be there. All session will be carried online. Then every day's session will be provided to you guys through YouTube with lifetime access. Okay, we'll be using 5 to 6 different scenarios to do the practice. Right, so all are highlighted below. After attending this course, you can easily crack any interview till 3 to 4 years of experience, and that's guaranteed. You can join any future batch as well. Suppose due to some reason you paid and you discontinue, so any future batch you can join, and there will be no payment required for that. Other thing like uh, this ebooks, script PPTs, all will be given. Then yeah, so who can join, right? So you can see here anyone who want to make a career, right? And want to learn JMeter and performance testing and engineering. Then who have basic knowledge and want to gain in-depth knowledge. Okay, so all can join this course. Now, uh, so this is a link, right? You might have all got this link where we have highlighted this course content. So you can see here. We will be using 6 scenarios are there. Yeah, product booking, user registration, hotel booking, hotel cancellation, then asynchronous login, and one internal application to understand complex dynamic. So 6 scenarios we'll be covering. Then if you if we go down details, so all is highlighted, right? The performance related, sorry, JMeter related course content in a glimpse, right, or a short view, and then performance engineering. Because as I said, right, that once we test, then we identify the problem. So what approach or what we do to fix those problems, right? So that is where this engineering comes, correct? So like these are the tools which we'll be covering, and then uh, 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 the keywords related to that, like heap dump, garbage collections, and all. Now, if we scroll downward slowly, so every bit is like segregated in day-wise topic. You can see day one, which is introduction, which we are going through now. Then we will be having a JMeter installation with all this, and then we'll deep dive and invest almost 3 to 4 days on understanding the basic concept, right? Um, on this. Then we will start with JMeter, which will be from day 9 or day 8 or day 9. Okay, and on JMeter only, if you see from here to till um, like all together till I think day 30 or day 40. They yeah till day 30 35. Right? we will be covering how to use JMeter, how to prepare those script running, all scripting of all those 6 scenarios, correct? Understanding different use cases, report generation, linear execution. Then other topics like integrating with Jenkins. So in the Jenkins only we'll understand Jenkins is a part of CI/CD, right, or DevOps, a segregation of DevOps, right, or CI/CD. So in that only we have GitHub is there. Okay, so GitHub is the cloud version of Jenkins. You can say like that. And in organization on a real project, Jenkins is not used directly; it is used as a Git or GitLab. So, so that all 3 topics will be covered. Then JMeter and Grafana. Then we have distributed testing. So distributed testing is like suppose we have to do 20,000 user load or 30,000 user load. How we will do that? Then here from 34 to 40, we'll understand in detail about each uh, elements of JMeter. So almost 60, 70 elements are there. Right. Then here 6 days will be on coding. Right. As I said, in 20% of cases, coding is used. Right. So the real-time use cases, where in most of the project, like those use cases always comes. Use cases mean the real-time examples. Right. So where the code will be used. So that how to write the code and what are those real scenarios that will be covered. Then we have a database testing and SOAP and REST API, correct, which is web service. Then in this like 5 to 6 days, we will be covering on this topic I have done, which is after testing how to identify that bottlenecks or the problem. Okay. So and some additional topics are also now in. So if you see, this is very in depth, and I can give you walkthrough on that also. But initially, giving every walkthrough can be confusing, right? Just reading this concept. But even though if anyone has doubt, you can search any topic over here. Suppose let us say that uh, correlation or regular expression extractor, correct? So we have made almost here regular expression and real-time use cases of complex dynamic value extraction. So I have made almost 16, 17, no, 12 or 13. Yeah, 12 or 13 use cases are there. Right? Just a second. So here you can see, right? Um, so this same thing is updated here. Little bit it has been tried to it has not picked the numbers. Okay. So you can see this regular expression only extracting than complex scenarios. Okay. So almost 15 use cases. So if you just know this, right, you'll never face any issue in extracting any value. If you know a little bit about suppose the people who are attending here, they know little bit about this extraction, which is part of correlation. So like that, all segregation is done in very brief, a detailed manner, so that we do not miss any point. Now, so just an like here you can see, I have taken. These are my old batches. You can see here also. So just to show you, like these are from 2020, and some feedbacks if you want to learn or read about this course, so you can go through on the same page. Right? We have from previous students feedbacks are also given about this course, right? So this link will be also shared if you guys want to go through and read the feedback as well, right? So coming to the queries, right? So I see some queries are there. So as a tester perspective, it is easy to choose JMeter over other paid tools. Yes, it's very easy. Okay, JMeter is only tool which if you understand, then only you can understand some other tool. Because some other tool which are used in market are pure coding based. Like you have to know pure Python. Every single line is to means a single stuff. Uh, we have to write a code. Okay, everything starts with writing a code. Okay. Get link, okay. K6. So it will be very easy. Then yeah, as you said, why client they are using. See, it's not about client is using, right? They also know this capability or in and outs. So sometimes suppose you are a responsible person who has to tell the client which tool to use. So if you do a comparison, right, within all available tools, so you'll get to know that JMeter is only open source. Okay, and yeah, apart from all the tools available, so that is there. Plus, many people are knowing this. That's why this its need is increasing, or it's like it's becoming famous. So it's like selenium. The same example I have, like the HPEFT was a commercial tool which was very famous almost 15 years back in functional testing. But now we do not know, or many people do not know even HPFT. There is a tool called HPFT, right? We do not know. We know Selenium. Everyone knows it. Why it is there? So some reason is there. So same way, the same JMeter also picking the same. Now one main why most of the people also pick this, I'll tell you. So hope you know Jenkins, right? Uh, who are working in IT industry, they will be knowing Jenkins at least. A small but very famous tool used everywhere in this IT world. Right? Now the organization who has made the Jenkins, the same organization has made JMeter. Okay, so that stuff is also there. Correct? So if you have to push to the client, so this thing you can also make like JMeter is not a like it's not by separate organization who has made it. So the organization who has made Jenkins is the same organization who had made JMeter. Okay. So and everyone use or know Jenkins. Without Jenkins, almost nothing can be done in this DevOps world, okay, or IT world nowadays, right? So that backup is there, or you can say that that push is there from that organization. So if that organization had delivered such a tool or a product in the market, right, which is Jenkins, so same organization has developed this as JMeter. Then yeah, it is basic to advanced. Okay, course, right, with API. And next, compared to paid tool, how accurate is JMeter? It's almost accurate. Okay, so some little bit in millisecond or in microsecond, some difference can be there. But if you think on seconds basis, it's almost same. There is no difference. Many people are in many places you will be reading like that. Maybe that's why this question has came up that how accurate JMeter. See, there is a different thing. There are two or three stuffs are there when we do testing. Okay, there is embedded resources. So if you know what is embedded resource, now when you run a test, and suppose you are using load runner, which is a very highly featured but very costly tool in this performance testing world. If you are running the test with enabling embedded resources or without enabling an embedded resources, right, the difference will happen. Same we have to simulate in JMeter one. Now if anyone is doing a comparison, we have to do same MPL to MPL comparison, right? Suppose he has run a test without retrieving embedded resources in load runner, but he do not know how to do get it done in JMeter, right? Or if he's not doing, so obviously then you'll find that difference of the response time. Okay, so if we do the same stuff, it's like you can say it's like very accurate. Uh, there is no problem in accuracy. Okay, then Jenkins, Git, Grafana, yes, all will be covered. So in the highlight only you can see in we have that in brief only or in the main highlight course heading, right, which is here somewhere. Here you can see CI/CD pipeline with Jenkins, right? GitHub, GitLab. Then we have Grafana and Influx. So it is there. Then yeah, this course topic will also be shared to you. Or if you want, you guys can visit this link, right? So I'm pinging that link, and everything is given there. The next question. This is done. Yes, about the depth. So if you see the segregation, right? Only till 30 days are on JMeter, then 6 days are of coding, right? 2 or 3 days are on regular expression. So if we take 1 hour and 15 minutes or 1 hour 20 minutes each day, so you can understand by yourself only how depth it will be. Right? Even on regular expression, if you see like these 6 scenarios which I have made here, you see all depth. So if you just pick anyone here, or if you learn all these 15 scenarios here, you'll never face any problem in extracting any value, right? So this much depth it will. We are taking 6 different scenario to, or yeah, 6 different scenarios where we will be doing real-time scripting on this on we have 4 application on which we have 6 different scenarios. Okay. Next, may I know on the overall course duration and timing. So timing will be same, okay, at 9 p.m. and duration will be almost 2 months, right, which is 45 days, 45 to 46 days. Okay. Then can we take training from? Uh, yes, that is also fine. You can take training from specified concept. But what I suggest is, right, suppose you want me to cover one topic, um, maybe let us say coding, correct? You can do, but that whole coding stuff, right, is based on first we have to prepare the script in the best practices, right? So script preparation only needs almost wait, I'll show you. Just a second. Yeah. So if you see, this is I'm showing you steps to with best practices to prepare a script. If you see from point number 1 to 4, and then they are segregated, right? Then here all these 17 points there, and then we have 24 till 24. So do you know that, right? If you know this, then we can do coding part as well. So if I'm only suppose you want to just learn coding, but I'll be using a script which have all this, right? So that time you get confused. So that's why this whole course content is made in a sequence where we will start from basic. Right? We'll develop the thing. We'll develop uh, each component or each scripting part slowly, and we will expand till the end. How I think it will be like real-time project. So suppose a project is given to you, then how you will do that? So first you will start from recording, then you prepare the script. So in the script preparation only you see 24 steps are there. Okay. And in this only many things comes in picture like understanding dynamic value correlation parameterization. Uh, their use cases are there here. Correct. So this all right, getting the point. Then see initially you do not have to have any number of years of experience, right? You can start with 0. But what I say is once you practice or if you give just 3 months and like rigorously practice all this concept, you can crack 3 to 4 years of experience. That is my guarantee. Even if you want, I can show you some screenshot as well, where I'll just show you. I have some screenshots here. If you see people, uh, wait, just a second. Just so you see, I have not taken all screenshot because I do not do those kind of thing, right? But just to show if you I have taken, and Even if you want, I can give you the person's number, but for now it's hidden, right? Because of the privacy stuff. But you see, one student, like he got offer from this course, right? Like that. So one person here, he got often exaware, right? You see. So like that, it's there. Okay. So even if you do not know anything, but if you just start and focus, so you can easily crack 3 to 4 years of experience um, on this performance testing and engineering domain, and easily you can grab a job. More if you want to learn about this, about the feedback, so you can read here also as well on the same page. Um, we will get this link, and you can read about the feedbacks. Okay. So do not worry about that. Just worry about learning. Okay, that you should be able to do that. That is the main thing. Okay, but okay, I have 11 years of experience in performance. But 365 started using JMeter since 1 year. Just wanted to understand the role. Okay, so little bit you have used VSTS, right? So I just said VSTS is also paid tool, right? And very few company are still using it. Right? So it'll get the idea. It will become very easy. Dynatrace is paid tool, so that's why we have some open source tool as well in monitoring. Uh, so I've done with Dynatrace. They are both are paid, but some organization use it. So we will get idea, right, on how to use that. Then there are some open source tools are also there, and then we have direct tool to use server monitoring. Okay, so in many time when you attend an interview, people will ask that, hey, suppose some client, like as I said, cost cutting always happens, right? So many project they do not want to use the paid tools because the license is very they are very the charge is very hefty. So that time how we will identify the performance bottlenecks. Now bottleneck means the issue. Like, correct. What is the meaning of issue here? So for an example, I'll show you one result. Uh, So suppose this was a test done for 100 user, and if you see, so this is a confirm transaction, right? And it failed. This is error column, correct? And I see here it failed. Okay, and even the response time is almost 6 seconds. Other response times are less, but it has 6 seconds, right? So why it is failing? That is what it is called performance bottlenecks, right? Or the problem. So how you will identify? So there the question comes many times that like many company do not want to invest in paid tool to get these things identified, right? So how will identify? So that time we can use the open source plus server monitoring commands. Through that we can identify this stuff. So we'll learn that as well. Okay? So that is a very common question in interview. Okay, that without using paid tools, paid monitoring tools, uh, how we will identify the bottlenecks. Okay. Yes, every day recorded session will be provided, and it will be having lifetime access. Then next is only Dynatrace. No, it's not there because again, if we include all the thing, right, only Dynatrace, so it will be just 1 month extra course, and it will be totally in depth and other thing, right? Here we'll be learning how Dynatrace is used for monitoring of the
నేను
performance.
తినేస్తా గీతాంశి నువ్వు తినాలా
Then workload design. So designing the workload, we have a formula. Okay, that is called little slow, where using that formula you can design any workload. Right. So we'll be understanding that. Fine. So I have okay. Then there are some more queries. Workload is done, then how we can enroll? So in group, so we'll be conducting one session today and tomorrow one session, because day after tomorrow I think it's a holiday, right? So many people will not be attending because it's a great festival, Ganesh Chaturthi. So yeah, tomorrow we'll be attending, and then you can decide, and we will share the QR. You can make the payment, and even I think the number has also been pinged to you guys. So yeah, you can make the payment. Then
What is the course fee like?
yeah, course fee it's 99. Yeah, we that is there in template, almost 9,900. Then NFR gathering, yeah, NFR test plan, that is easy thing, but I'll be explaining that. Do not worry. We have sample documents also for what is a test plan, how it works, then NFR, what is there in that. Correct. Workload load modeling, that's what I just said. The formula is there, so we'll be using that, and we'll be solving some examples also, and how to design the workload using that formula. That is called little. Then we have when we say performance testing is a non-functional testing, and the particular API is to understand expected response. Okay, so this question, right, about API, see, that is both thing, functional and performance as well. Because only 200 response code is nothing. I will show you when we will start the course. Now, you will see that 200 code, like first we have to understand what is 200. 200 code is any success code, but is it bringing me that expected response, right? So that comes under both performance and functional issues. Okay, so through performance testing, we can do both some hidden functional issue which happens at backend level from database level also, which cannot be identified, or many times people misses them as is are identified through performance test. Okay, because in functional, what you'll do, functional we see what is there on GUI, right? But sometimes there are volume centric application. Now, what is this volume centric? Means where very huge data are used, right? Suppose a medical domain or uh, clinical domains applications where so many data are there. Correct. Now, when we are retrieving any query, so some value may not be retrieved, right? Or let us say there are 1,000 records, but 600 records are coming. So that all can be identified through performance testing. So hope I answered this query, right? So more you'll get idea that why only 200 response code is nothing. Okay, 200 response code you can get simply, but it doesn't mean that it's a correct response, or the correct server has served the correct stuff. Okay. You are going. You are going one going to teach course during the day. No, me only. I'll be taking whole course. I'm teaching from 2020, so even I have shown you some previous YouTube videos link, right? Where the playlist were there. Plus feedbacks, as I said, you can go through. Even I have shown some screenshot as well, and here you see feedbacks are there from 2020 days, right? On the same website, correct? So it's not like I'm new. Plus, I will only be taking whole course. Then workload modeling, yes, it will be covered again. Then,
What will be timing of the class?
pardon,
What will be timing of the class?
9 p.m. Same 9 p.m.
Oh, 9 to 10.
9 to 10, 15. Not only 1 hour. It will be like 15 minutes.
Okay.
It is very huge course. So if you start, uh, once you start it, and it's a very huge course. Few previous demo session we will ping in the group as well, where you can explore that. Plus this feedback link also will be shared. Yeah, about doubt, that is very important. So doubt, right? So what will happen that about doubt you can ask after session every day. That is there. Okay, that is there. Second is every weekly on Saturday we will be holding a doubt session. So that is depending on the user, like whoever have enroll, and suppose they want to attend they want a special doubt session. Okay, so getting their script checked, or what their work progress getting checked. So every Saturday we'll be doing that, right? So that both things. So after a small doubts you can ask related to that. Suppose what we covered today. So whatever doubt you have related to that, you can ask after the session. That is there, and then a complete doubt session on Saturday. It will be there, or Sunday, whichever. So that will be decided according to whoever will be attending. So any one day we can pick. Then yeah, pipelines are there. I just said Jenkins CI/CD. It will be covered. We will be using GitHub, where we'll be making online account, and we will be pushing our scripts on GitHub, right? And then how to run a test through GitHub, we'll see. SAP, in SAP, many modules are there. Okay, so those module which have this request response concept, like SAP Fury is there, then SAP GUI is also there. So they are supported by AWR. Okay, so AWR is see, AWR is a very vast concept, but it's not listed then. But I can explain on AWR as well. When can I get hands-on? So we will give you these 4 examples, or hands-on are there. This product booking, user registration, hotel booking, cancellation, login. So we have so many applications are there. Okay. Uh, all are open. Anyone can use them. Even you can host it on your laptop also. So that facility is also there, right? Even testing of web services, testing of this app, mobile. Sorry, this what we get web app, right? Website, web applications, then APIs, correct? The web services, then database. All you can do, you can practice by your own and get a hands on. See, I will be teaching this course from the perspective of load runner also, like how things is done in load runner and how it is done in JMeter. I'll be telling that. Okay. So that is what. Uh, wait. Yeah, fine. I think.
Look amazing.
Oh,
From down here. If I got update. Do you want to invite them to lunch? No, I think I'll spend. I need.
yeah. Okay. So script conversion, right? As I said. So you can do that script conversion, and I'll tell you how to do. But again, after that, also post work is there on making the script when a load on a script is getting converted. It's not easy, right? So if anyone is telling somewhere in online, or if you think easily this conversion happens, no, not. It's not like that, right? Understand in a very simple way that a Java code cannot be directly converted to a Python code, right? That's why 2 different languages are there, 2 different developers are there. If it is so easy, then why so many developers will be there, right? One developer can do anything. So that's why this conversion never happens. It can never be done. Okay, so anyone who is written a blog, maybe he is not clearly written, or that information is not clear. Any script cannot be converted from one tool to another directly. You have to do a post work. Okay, post work means somewhat something can be done, then but again you have to apply all the things for the JMeter. So same way, there is a LR script, you want to convert it, it is easy, you can do. But after that also we have to do enhancement phase, right? Enhancement phase is what like, see, this step that I said, right? I have shown you here, like almost 24 steps are there in enhancement, which is a very long phase, and that is the main phase, okay, to prepare any script. So that you have to do, because a JMeter load runner function is different, a JMeter function is different. Suppose you want to generate a random number, so load runner has a different functionality, JMeter different functionality. How that can happen? So you have to get it done, right? So that you can only do when you know the scripting. Pacing calculation. So pacing can be done, as I said, through think time only. Okay. Sorry, not think. This pacing, little slow. Okay, formula is there. Then yeah, the KPIs, workload modeling. That's what I said. For KPI only. Uh, Here identifying the bottlenecks and the KPI, right? Identifying them. So we'll be using this tool, right? And we'll be learning. right? As I said, in interview also it is asked many times. Just one question, like very common question in every interview, that how will identify the bottlenecks, and if you do not have app dynamics dynatrace, how you identify the bottlenecks. Bottlenecks is what? The problem, correct? Then more question, maybe it's not getting clear, so you can ask me, right? Uh, yeah, interview question. Yes, it will be provided on this website. If you see this website, PerfMatrix is full of performance related blogs. Okay, it's a it's a dedicated website in this world, I'll say, which is only related to performance testing. And if you explore, right, if you are new, right, if you explore this website, there are so many stuff. Interview questions are there, mock questions are there. Okay, we will be also doing MCQs every weekends, right? Where we'll be conducting what we have teached and what you have learned, correct? Every weekends that will be there. Okay, so you'll be getting that. Plus, if you go through this course, na, end to end, every bit one by one, no question will be asked outside this. So that is guarantee. Almost 95% of questions will be coming from here. Now, PerfMon Linux server monitoring, yes, it's here. You see, server monitoring, Windows and Linux server monitoring. There are commands and mon are there, VST is there, VM state is there. Through that, we monitor the Linux. Yeah, it's weekly, 4 to 5 days, 9 p.m., 10, 15. Then, yeah, previous session will also be covered. We will be, sorry, previous session link will be sharing WhatsApp group. Then, yes, Grafana installation, everything, like I just said, those tool which we'll be using, Grafana, Jenkins, InfluxDB, installation to use, all will be taught. Okay. Yes, can you repeat the future batch? Yes, we can. The attendees can always repeat future batch. If you see, rejoin any future batch at no cost. Okay, if you miss also. Then influx DB testing. Yes, database testing is there. That is important. Database testing, very important. So once you go through every bit, you are job ready. Okay, and some screenshot just now I have shown, right? If you want, uh, like. I think I just now have shown some screenshot. So they have gone through this course only, and they have done well, and they have secured packages, right? They have secured jobs as well. Just now, more time. Generally, I do not do this, but for an example, you see here, a very new candidate, he got offer letter like that. There were some screenshot where they have got a good till 15, 20 LPLs. So like that. So you can always you are course job ready once you complete this, but you have to practice everything. Okay, you should not miss anything. Programming language with Java, Groovy will be covered, right? And there are special use cases, as I said. Here you can see where it is. Where here, right? 6 days special on programming, and see I have almost 25 use cases here, right? On programming. Right, so the same is there on website also. That link it's there here.
This session is recorded or how it is?
It's recorded every day. A session will be recorded and given through YouTube next day. Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Tomorrow, like what?
Same
What?
say
Oh,
so here mm,
tomorrow, what? Like topics? What topics will be discussed? Like,
uh, tomorrow will be day 2, so we'll see because this is just like today and tomorrow, like it's almost brief will be there, so we can talk about installation and some other thing. We can take further queries as well, right? So for now, I'm just answering this so many questions only for today. See, yeah. So the same, right? So you see, for programming only, you see, so many topics are there. Almost 25 topics. Correct.
okay, okay. Like, can I leave like right now? Like,
Yeah, yeah. Please. If you
like,
have any further question, you can ask, or
Yeah,
Because
I'll be asking like a video will be today recording session will be
yes,
posted, right?
sure.
Link.
Yes,
Thank you.
fine. So next, yeah, PPT will also be shared, right? Not worry. Whole PPT, you see. So the PPT from which I'll be teaching, you see, like this is whole content in that, right? This all are there, and it's having almost 240 slides, 242 slides, more than that. Okay, few more will be added as well, right? This is so vast PPT, right? Course content itself, you can think 45 days, right? 75 hours, 80 hours like that. One day, every day, almost 1 hour and 15 minutes. So you can think till 40, how much in depth this course will be, right? So everything will be shared. Any further queries coming from non-coding to coding background? It will not be challenging, okay, initially, because initially you do not need to have to know the idea of the code. Yeah, fine. So this performance engineering thing that you asked, so even that has been highlighted. Uh, the tools for monitoring and finding the KPI or bottlenecks, which is where just now it was there. Yeah. So you can do control F and search performance engineering concept. So it's here. No, that's what I said. Groovy will be covered, correct? So you can see here. Java Groovy, right? Okay. Okay. So no, course fees is like almost 9,990. Okay, yes, we have. I have. That is also there because we have a huge database of candidates, right? Password. So you can have job referrals also. So I'll be like, I have taught 3,000 people, correct? So they are working somewhere. So that database we have. So I will give you all the company list, right? You can have it, and then that is the most beneficial part, right? Job referrals. Yes, I can show you job referrals, correct? So job referrals, right? That is more important. So I'll give you all the company list, not the name and number I cannot give because of privacy issue. I'll give you the company list where all these candidates to whom I have taught, right, are working. And you get any job over there and you find, okay, this is the company, you can get back to us and we will get you guys referred. Okay. Because directly you cannot contact them, right? No one will help you because they anyone helps like they know someone, right? So if I will or yeah, this PerfMatrix, we talk to them, they know us. So since like you will be also investing your time almost 3 months with us, then you know me, right? You know this organization. So next time you are getting a job, you know me. So if I'm next time you get a job and then I have a candidate, so if I talk to you, obviously you will help out. So it's like certification we can give a course completion certificate, right? But that is see, that is not useful, I'll say, because in IT industry, anyone who is saying that certificate is required to get a job, that is worthless. Okay, I'm having 7 years of experience, and currently I'm working in Fortune 500 uh, top Fortune 500 company of the US. I do not have any certification still. Okay, even uh, I can give you like so many examples there, right? So certification is not see, certification only those organization can issue authorized certificate who is the bearer of that tool. Like if you see AWS, so they have designed this certification, right? So only that organization. Now here JMeter, there is no certification related to JMeter or on performance engineering or anything, nothing. concerned team or the concerned organization, they have not come up with any such idea, then why you will take the certification, or from where you will take the certificate? If anyone else is providing such thing, he is bogus. He's just trying to take money from you. So remember that. Okay. Only always give the certification or take certification from that person who is the bearer of the tool or bearer of the language. Suppose AWS, you know, right? AWS header. So only AWS team provide that certification. No one else can provide. So like that one. In JMeter, there is no certification. Performance testing, no certificate. Performance engineering, no certification. Okay. So, and any fake, any other institute in this world, if they are saying we are providing certification, they are fake. Always remember, they are fake. Okay. So do not go with them. No one asked those fake certificate. Okay. Next query is yes, uh, like no need to ask in WhatsApp group because I cannot type to each query, right? What you guys can do is always, yeah, in the session, or as I said, we have a doubt session. You can always ask, or after the session, you can ask the query about the previous session. Or every Saturday, Sunday, we will be having a depth the doubt session, a special doubt session. That time you can ask, right? Fine. Technical support. Yes, technical support. Fine. Okay. Fine. So those who have their query to ask, they can unmute themselves and they can talk as well. No need to type also. You can talk. Uh,
Hi, sir. I wanted to ask, like from live data, will you help us to help in workload modeling? Like if there are lakhs of data, there are two types of time zone where we want to check for performance testing, that kind of uh,
See, that proper setup we do not have, but a work like what we say approach, right? You know, approach. So approach I can
yes.
guide.
Also regarding Java, is it a prerequisite to learn Java
No, no, not
or
initially. Only for especially using JMeter, it's not required, but you have to learn like parallelly core Java at least. If you learn, it's better. At least little bit, na? Like variables, loop, and file handling. That's what. If else, correct.
okay, sir, that means basic object,
Basic
basic Java should be.
Java is fine. Any other query? So I see still 26 members are there. So any other queries you guys have?
So you said CI/CD plan. So you will help us integrating our JMeter script to CI/CD as well and
Mhm.
executing it. You will
With
teach that as well.
GitHub, yes, GitHub. We'll create account. We'll learn some these commands also. Git push, git pull, right? How to do.
Okay. So remote start stop also will be there.
Remote start stop is part of like distributed testing. Yes, that is
Like in do will we use Jenkins? We will use GitHub, but is it similar to Jenkins? Like we can schedule our run like that way
that you can do.
in Git from GitHub as well.
Mhm. Fine. GitHub is more is having, since it's a commercial, na? It's a extended version of Jenkins. Yeah. So, but they are commercial, separate organization. So they have so many features.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
So recorded lectures you will share it in the next day for
Yes,
YouTube link, and you
yes,
will be creating a playlist type of that where we can
mm,
refer all the topics.
yes, for lifetime. Because like
Okay.
it will be
Same.
late till 10:30 session goes on, then processing happens. Right? 1 hour it takes. So in night it's not possible. Only by afternoon next day it will be uploaded.
Okay, sir. Like, same lecture. If we even if we missed out, we can refer it
Mm,
tomorrow next day.
yes. And yeah. So any other queries?
Yeah, Vallav is still there in a mess.
Pardon?
Is are there.
Messages are there.
Yeah, hello, sir. Hello.
Market share of JMeter is increasing compared to all paid tools. Yes. Go ahead, please.
So, sir, will there be any cloud-based performance testing concept discussion and related to how can monitor server-side matrices in cloud in this course?
Uh, See, for that, we have to take one AWS. But problem with AWS is like uh, any one. If you take AWS also, problem is like you create a account, it's there for 1 year only, and then it's not free, right? So that problem happen. So that is the thing.
Sir, dummy, they give us no free credits for that.
For one
So
year they will
if
give.
from
So if
so
anyone
dummy
can
test
create
user
a
we
account,
can.
so we can see the so console AWS console is there. So through that you can always monitor. That is very easy. AWS console creates everything. You have to just monitor the CPU, the DB queries, the the memory.
So we can deploy our APIs and test that as well, like through JMeter on cloud.
You can do for that, but for that, see, deploying I think all comes under AWS, right? So you have to learn the AWS for that. So do not expect me to cover that all in this, right? So very clear because
No, no, like if we get someone deployed and we just want to test like from
that
JMeter
you
cloud
can do. You
application.
can yes, you can do. I will give you one application var file which you can deploy locally if you want in your laptop, or you can deploy on AWS and you can get it tested.
Okay, sir. So like if I get deployed, then I can share the screen, then you
Yes,
can guide, right?
yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
If you can do, I can guide. Thanks.
So, sir, basically, I understand like 3 to 4 years of experience type of knowledge we will able to get this in 3 months of course, correct?
Huh.
And parallelly, the prerequisite that just like as you said, like Java, we need to learn basic things.
Try to learn basic of
Anything?
Java, basic of SQL, and little bit basic of Linux. Okay.
Okay. So these are the basic four remaining three legs of performance testing that we need to do
No, they are
along with the
everywhere.
course that will go on.
These four are everywhere, not only basic. Even you go to any domain, this is mandatory.
Ah, yes, sir, that is true.
Okay, market share of JMeter, like it's increasing. It's like becoming selenium, you see. So the example what I said, na, HPUFT, and now no one knows HPUFT. So same way, um, market share for JMeter is like JMeter will become selenium of functional testing, like that. So it's selenium of non-functional testing. No, we will see here monitoring, identifying the bottlenecks. See, if you go on, there are so much. So like that, uh, if you want everything to be covered in just 2 months, not possible. That's why experience is there. Na? Why company pay for experienced guy, right? Do you know? Because slowly they learn, right? In 5 years, 6 years, they learn the things. You cannot learn everything in 3 months and in the same price also. When because it's huge, right? A seven, what you are going to learn in 7 years, 6 years in IT industry, working on different project, cannot do that in just 2 months. So much things are there. So everything has a curriculum. So this is a part of this curriculum. Apart from that, many things are there, but we cannot bring everything. Then price will increase. I have to increase the price, right? So that all I think. Correct. Like you see, only on app dynamics or Dynatrace, as I said, there is a special job for Dynatrace administrator, okay, who set up the Dynatrace and do all those things. So for that, you have to learn whole Dynatrace. So that is itself is a separate course. Okay, 1 month, 45 days it takes. Now that all we cannot bring here. Here we will just learn like how we monitor in Dynatrace, anything. So like AWS, correct? Simple AWS you can also learn, but there is a course, a special course. There is job for AWS also, right? So that all thing you have to understand. In AWS only there are 4 domains are there. AWS administrator, then AWS fundamental, then AWS developer. So many things are there, right? You see the 3 modules are there in AWS only if you go and see AWS. Okay. So it's divided into 3 parts and all have 3 exams as well, 3 certificates. So that all we cannot do if like a person cannot do in one go everything like that. Okay. And one
Sir,
exam you have to
will
pay
we
like
get
every exam has a price of 10,000 like, right? So this thing is there that you have to, everything can't be covered, right? Just to be frank, because it will increase the time, then it will increase the price also. So that also we have to think. Na? Suppose I'll keep the price 30,000 and then I'll cover everything and it will take 6 months. So you'll guys attend, how many guys will attend? Just 10. No one will attend. So like that.
one question, sir? Will you be providing assessments practice for
We
us?
will be having a MCQs assessments, and main thing is like what is taught. If you have to practice that one. So that is the main thing. But you will be creating MCQ for every weekly basis. That and yes, like that.
Okay, sir.
So this course is gateway to get a job at least till 4 years. Right? Even you do not have 4 years, you can fake and you can attend. Okay, that guarantee I give with this course. Fake means like suppose you have manual experience, manual testing, right? So that whole suppose 3 years in manual testing, you can convert that in performance and you can attend the interview. So like that I'm saying, right? Or suppose you have some experience in other domain, and but if you are able to show you that experience in performance, you can easily do. Only thing you have to just justify your work. Okay, you have done this, because what happens in offer letter or a job role will be different, right? If you can justify that job role, okay, and you can explain your work, right? Because many people do it. It's not. I'm telling the truth, right? Many people do. Many people fake it. Many people coming from different domain, they show that domain as uh, 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 like they have worked in performance. They can show, but only thing you have to just explain that. Okay, you have worked that. So and then you can practice and um, yeah, you can easily attend till 4 years when you do not have 4 years uh, like a real experience.
Sir, one last question. What is the
Sure.
basic expectation of interviewers are there for like 3 to 4 years of experience, like you're saying? So what is the
Yes.
basic expectation is that we will cover?
Main on scripting and little bit coding and
performance, basic understanding about the network technology, right?
Scripting main thing. Scripting, little bit coding, and uh, yes, a little bit of these technologies like this this AWS Jenkins, GitHub, Postman, right? Linux, SQL, basic ones.
Okay, got it.
Fine. So I still see 21 people here. So hope they all are interested. Okay. Okay. So if you have any question, you can ask.
Sir, what average salary do we get, like from converting from manual to performance?
Nowadays, minimum apply by two. So eight LP,
18,
eight
8
three
lakhs.
three
L.
three three four, no? 3 4. So minimum average is eight.
Right.
Okay. So how is my voice? It's good or background noise are there? Or it's very crystal clear or it's vibrating some background noise? How it's
Oh, it's clear, sir. Clear.
okay. So any other queries or we can leave I. So we'll meet tomorrow and then we'll form the batch and yeah, we'll start the session. So tomorrow also I'll just give more, just give little bit walkthrough on the course content again with my PPTs so that we'll have an idea. Then we will start. Yeah. So good to go, right? Yeah, same link. It will be shared. Okay, right? So think it's good to be now. Bye.